Hello and welcome back to my new video. First of all, I want to thank all of you for the great response to my warrior leveling guide. I am very stunned and I'm very happy you guys liked it so much and that you enjoy my content. Without further ado, we go to today's topic. Today's topic are add-ons and what add-ons to use on Project Epoch, what add-ons can you use, how to implement those, and first of all, I'll show you how you can find your add-ons or where to find your add-ons. As you can see, I am already in my Project Epoch folder, and if you click on interface, you can find the add-ons folder. There are all your add-ons. There you will put all your add-ons here and set them up in game. To be able to put your add-ons here, you will need something like a tool to unzip them, because all the add-ons are in a compressed file. For example, zip or RAR. You can use 7-zip or the built-in Windows unzipper, but the Windows unzipper sometimes bugs out or is not able to extract the files properly. That's why I use an external one. I will also show you later on how you can extract those add-ons if you download them. The first website I want to show you is Warcraft. They have a lot of add-ons. You can, first of all, you want to click here, Wrath of the Lich King, and then you can search for your add-ons, whatever you want, whatever is desired. You can download it here. The next site I want to show you is the GitHub of No More. These are his most useful WoW add-ons. And you can just click on either on the GitHub or on the download and download them. You click on download, or your download folder opens, and you just save it. And then you click on it, and this WinRAR, for example, as you can see, it's called Carbonite 3.3.5a minus remastered minus master. You want to now extract it and then get rid of the master at the end. GitHub links or GitHub files always have a minus master or minus main at the end, and if you do not get rid of it in the folder name, it won't show up in game. Now you installed your first add-on. Now I want to show you how you can get WeakAuras for yourself if you don't want to write them yourself. If you type 3.3.5a into the search bar on Vago.io and put all on it, and you scroll down, you will see there's a lot of 3.3.5a ones in the name. These are most of the time the ones that are used for the client that we are playing on, 3.3.5a, for the version that is WeakAuras. And there's a lot of one. This one is the one that I use to create mine. This is the preset I use. And I'll show you now how to implement it. So, for example, player stats, you go into the WeakAuras, then you copy the import string, click on it, the string is imported, then you go into your WoW, you type /WA, and your WeakAuras window shows up. Then you click on import, you press Ctrl V, and then you can import it. Because I already have this one, you can just import. I import it as copy now. There you have the WeakAuras. Next up, you can see I'm already in game. This is not Project Epoch. This is another private server that is on 3.3.5a, has PBC talents, and this is the closest we can get to what Epoch will be, or at least this is what I think is the closest. And as you can see, there's this doesn't look like standard World of Warcraft. And I will show you now what add-ons I use personally, and tell you why I use them. So first of all, is Bagnon. I did not set up anything. It just works out of the box. This is how it looks. It shows you your currency, and all the items are here, and it's just one big bag. And for me, it's just easier to see. Next up is BLT. BLT is known for the predecessor to something like Method Rate Tools. It shows you like the rebirth, who has rebirth, the name of it, the cooldown of it, if someone used it, and for a lot of cooldowns. And it's also, I think, customizable. Yeah, you can tick the boxes here and then it will show. I'm not 100% sure if it works properly on Epoch, but I will have it enabled and try to get it to work. The next add-on is Details. Details is an add-on that can show you a lot of things, like the damage done. It's also called a DPS meter in broad terms, but it can do way more stuff. And show you the damage done, DPS damage taken, friendly, who killed, enemy damage taken, healing done, who restores what, miscellaneous other things like who broke CC if someone sheeped, who rest, who interrupts, disperse deaths. And deaths are very interesting because when you die, you also see, like you see in the combat log, you see very detailed on what killed you. Gladius is the next one. The next one is KUI nameplates. As you can see, these are my nameplates. I'm not using the standard one. I'm also not using tidy plates or not plater because I just don't like how they look. And KUA nameplates are just working fine for me. One of the most important things for me is that if I see the nameplate, I want to see the things that I put on the enemy that has that is a dot, or for example, Thunder Armor. I want to see it on the target, how long it is. I also have this here. I will show you what this is later. Next up is the well-known Leatix Plus. Leatix Plus is an add-on that a lot of people are familiar if you played Classic 2019 or TBC. It has a lot of features like automate quests, automate gossip, accept summon, social stuff. You can block things. You can do a lot of things to your chat. You can hide error messages and other stuff. You can enhance stuff in your interface. You can change your frames, but for frames I have a different add-on. Also some system settings. Very well written add-on, has a lot of features. I highly recommend this one. I highly recommend this one. Lose control shows you, well, it's not very short here, but it shows you when you lose control. For example, you're sheep or silenced, yeah, it's a very neat for PvP. It's also not bad for PvE. If you are not very aware or at the beginning of the game, when you learn the game, you just know when you can't use a spell. This is Omen. Omen is an add-on that shows you your threat. Threat is a thing in World of Warcraft where the more damage you do, the more threat you gain. Some abilities are do more threat than others, and there's ways to get less threat. For example, some classes have like a warlock, they can soul shatter and then they lose a lot of threat, but you never want to be the first one in threat except you're the tank. And because once you are on the ladder, you are on top, the enemy will attack you. And Omen is an add-on that tracks your threat. Omni CC is a cooldown manager. If I use my, for example, Blood Rage Knight now, it shows me my cooldown, how long it is until I can use it again. Next up is Quartz. Quartz is a cast bar add-on that shows you the cast bar, and you can put it wherever you want. You can design it how you want it. Raid Profiles is an add-on that I will show a screenshot of it, how it looks in the video. It's an add-on that is made for raid frames or party frames, and it shows the party frames as raid frames. And you will see it in the video. I'll show a picture. Bartender is an add-on that transforms the action bars into this one that I have right now. If you install it and activate it, this is how it looks, and I designed mine to look like this, at least for PvE. Next up is shadow unit frames. So shadow unit frames are my unit frames. For example, the health bar of me, the health bar of my target, and focus, etc, etc, etc. This is a heavy customized one for my needs, how I like it. I'll create a new profile and show you. This is how it looks when you first get your shadow unit frames. So you see player, party, target, focus target, boss, etc, etc. And then I decided to make it like this. And the next add-on is usually considered a healing add-on, but it also shows you your raid frames, and that's what I use it for. I'll show you how it looks in a 25-man raid, for example. Okay, like this is Voodoo. This is my customized Voodoo, how I like it. I used to play a lot of healers, and I always healed with Voodoo, or at least most of the time I healed with Voodoo up to Dragonflight. Then I swapped to Cell, but nonetheless, I always used Voodoo. Here you can see the damage that is done, the percentage. You can see the debuffs that are there, and you can also put, for example, the mouse keys, so you can, there's a mechanic that's called mouse over healing. It's when you just hover over the target and then press a button, and it automatically heals them without the need of targeting them. So you can have this one as target, for example, and then hover over this and press a healing spell. There's one more add-on I want to show you. It's an add-on that I use, for example, for tracking stuff and for my wing timers and for my trinkets, etc. This is my Project Epoch WeakAuras for my warrior. I will mostly use this in PvE, not in PvP. This is a heavily modded WeakAuras from Magic, from Warmain. He uploaded his one to Vago, and I use this one as the base for my WeakAuras. As you can see here, you have your trinkets over the bar of your target. Then here you have all the buffs that come up. For example, my shout, my battle shout, or my blood rage, recklessness, etc, etc, etc. These are my class resources. My swing timer, both main and offhand, as a singular bar, and my rage bar, so I can see how much rage I have. These are my rotational skills. That means these are the ones that I press and I do damage with. I changed a lot of stuff in mine. For example, you see that the heroic strike and the cleave are glowing. So once you press heroic strike or cleave, they are queued for the next main hand auto swing. And then when they are queued, they start to shine. Before that, they are not shining. And the last one are utilities. These are the cooldowns I have. For example, here, blood rage and recklessness and stuff like that. And I'll show you how this works in combat. So for example, now I use my blood rage. Now I have the blood rage here, and there's the cooldown. Then I press my battle shout, and now I shout it. And once I'm here, you can see this one is an external WeakAuras. This is also a WeakAuras, and this tracks my sunders. My sunders are also tracked there. You can see the time and the stack. If I press my bloodthirst, then there's the cooldown of my bloodthirst. If I queue heroic strike, you can see the heroic strike is queued, and once my main hand swing is done, it's activated. And also there you see my my rampage, and there you see that my whirlwind has cooldown, etc, etc. Now we are back on my other warrior, my arms warrior on the server, and as you can see, I am using different frames here for my target and myself, and this is, I think, 8 frames it is, and I like this for PvP. I just enjoy it more if I play PvP. As you can see, I also there's no WeakAuras here. I used bartender here to have everything here and just not clutter up too much stuff. This is interrupt bar. It shows the interrupts that are used during an arena game or in battlegrounds or even in open world. So you can track if the spell is used by your enemy. This is not how Gladius looks standard, but this is an arena frame that shows the enemy team. You can see the cooldowns on the right side that they can use. And this is the diminishing returns tracker that shows how much of fear will go through. So if fear is, 8 seconds, only 50% goes through, so it's only 4 seconds. That's the diminishing return. You can say the insignia here, HP, resource, and the cast bar. That's also all I use for my PvE, plus this one for my PvP, and that are all the add-ons that I use. And thank you for tuning in to my World of Warcraft Project Epoch. If you haven't, please subscribe, like the video, and write a comment down below. I'll catch you in the next one.